If it's any consolation, darling, you're the last girl I ever fucked as well. So, yeah, that kind of leads me up to my first joke. My name's Andrew Grogan, and I get really nervous around girls. But then I remember that I'm gay, and it becomes less of an issue. Though I did a quiz on Facebook recently, just for lols, and it said, I'm actually bisexual. And I was like, yeah, that's just what I need. Both sexes saying they only like me as a friend. But I am going through a bit of a dry spell at the moment when it comes to... Yeah, it's been that long since I've had a shag that I was walking through a park the other day and this guy was with his dog and he said, "Who's a good boy?" And I said, "Me, Daddy." Speaking of daddies, ladies, we all have a friend, right, who's got a really fit dad, haven't we? And it's our job as friends. No, it's not a job, it's a solemn duty to point out how fit as fuck their dad is and what we would let him do to us in very, very graphic detail. Because my friend, she's actually got a DILF dad I'd like to fuck. And every time I see him, though, that song from the Naughties, Stacey's mum, keeps playing in my head, only with slightly different lyrics, like, "Stacey's dad, I want him so bad. He's all I want, he'll be the best I've ever had. Stacey, can't you see, you're just not the girl for me. I know it might be bad, but I want to get fucked by Stacey's dad." Thank you. Another thing about me, I don't have a lot of friends. It's okay, it's by choice, because I have general disdain for the human race in general, but most of my friends are actually straight men. Like, when I first came out, I used to be friends with a load of girls, but there could be a lot of drama going on with that. And also, I don't get on with other gay men very well, like, because I have a brain. No, seriously, I live in Manchester, right, and I've been up and down Canal Street, and I've seen some of the gay guys down there. I'm like, mate, you make me want to join the fucking Westboro Baptist Church. I'm not even joking. And I've tried being friends with lesbians, but there's only so much you can talk about cats and golfing. So most of my friends end up being straight men, and I get on really well with straight guys. There are certain things, though, I'm not allowed to do with my straight friends. I'm not allowed to watch football with my straight friends, because me playing shag, marry, or kill with the England team kills the manly vibes. I'm also not allowed to watch manly movies with my straight friends because I have an unfortunate habit of pointing out all the homoerotic undertones of these very manly movies. Like, straight guys, I'm sorry, but if you thought Top Gun was aimed at you, you're way off the mark, mate. That is the gayest fucking film I've ever seen. That film's gayer than Brokeback Mountain, and Brokeback Mountain had actual guys fucking in a tent. While we're on the subject, do we have any gays in tonight? Usual response. No, it's all good, it's all good. Usually I'm the only gay comedian on in a single night because most organisers won't have more than one gay man on because we might tell too many dick jokes and make the straight men feel uncomfortable. Hi. He's looking at me like that, but we all know he's asked his girlfriend to do it at least once. Yeah. That's right, straight guys. Girls tell things to their gay mates. We know. And we tell them things as well. That's why you enjoyed it so much. You're welcome. But, yeah, heckling is something we have to get used to in this business. It's happened to me quite recently. Have we got any students in? Yeah, I did a uni gig recently. Guys, you need to learn how to take a fucking joke, seriously. Because I was doing this, shocker, I have a dark sense of humour. I was doing this joke about Jack the Ripper. And out of nowhere, this woman shouts out, "You shouldn't joke about Jack the Ripper!" I was like, what, too soon? And I could see her, the lights were on, you know, your smug millennial type, you know, says she practices transcendental meditation on her Instagram when you know she's just smoking weed. Studying art and graphic design at university when you know she's just smoking weed. Calls herself Samar, which is Sanskrit for "I'm never going to have a proper job." And I was like, why can't I make a joke about Jack the Ripper, my love? And she goes, because Jack the Ripper did despicable acts of butchery towards women. He was a misogynist monster. You shouldn't joke about somebody like that. I was like, well, love, this might shock you, but I'm actually a bit of an expert in serial killers. And according to all my research, Jack the Ripper was never formally identified. So did you just assume their gender? The fact that you don't think a woman could have committed those despicable acts of butchery is quite frankly anti-feminist, and quite frankly, I'm offended. Don't mess with the bull, you'll get the horns, you smug millennial bitch. So I'll leave you with one final thing. The last time I actually got heckled, I was telling a joke about religion. Now, religion's fair game in comedy, but out of nowhere, again, someone shouted out, "There's nothing wrong with believing in Jesus." I was like, well, no, love, there's nothing wrong with believing in Jesus, but there is something wrong with interrupting my set, so will you kindly shut the fuck up? Afterwards, I felt a bit mean to her, so I said, "Love, I'm sorry, that was a bit harsh. You know, that was mean. Are you very involved in the church?" And she goes, "Yes, actually, I am." And I was like, "Well, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here on a Monday night? Don't you have some child abuse to cover up?" Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Andrew Grogan. You've been fantastic. Good night.